Welcome back to Emotional Mojo. There's no question the definition of family is changing as the years go on, but part of that means an uncertain future for many people. We're talking about the growing number of people who are single with no kids and won't really have family for the future. And that is definitely a problem. Even from the city, I'm from San Francisco, and they have a high rate of deaths with no one making funeral arrangements. So when you think about it, have you guys thought about what your future's going to look like if maybe you're alone?
Is the problem that there's no one there making funeral arrangements, or the fact that these people are dying from a lack of love and a lack of family?
Well, I mean, it's all of that, but it's not necessarily the funeral arrangements, but it's the fact that they have no support system, they have no family, they have no children, they have no one there to, number one, carry on their legacy, but number two, to take care of them. They're dying alone.
You know, I remember my mom always used to tell me this, is that she always thought about having only myself as an only child, and her best friend said, don't do it, because I was an only child, and it's so daunting making all of those important decisions by yourself.
Right.
You mean because you have no siblings?
Because you have no one to bounce it back and forth with, you know? I mean, and those are some pretty...
That's a lot of pressure.
It is a lot of
Yeah,
pressure.
and you know, I think about it when my mom came to me and she said, hey, here's the will, here's the insurance policy. And I went, no, I don't want to hear that. But it's something that you really have to consider. And this is what the experts are saying. Families are no longer standard with mother, father, children.
Makes sense.
Our families have changed. And families, they don't necessarily include two adults, a married couple, and not nowadays, not even a man and a woman. It could be two men,
So
two
what is a
women.
family then?
Right.
What is the
It's
family?
whatever you say it is and whatever you decide your support system
Right.
is
Well,
going to be.
look at us right here. I mean, we've got single woman, single man, married with one child, single mom with two kids. I mean, you know, and all of us
Diverse.
consider ourselves to
But
be
some
a
people
family.
also think that they're a family if they just have their own cat or their own dog, and they say, that's my
Well,
family.
I tell you one thing, a cat and a dog is not going to make funeral arrangements and care for
No,
your
but
future.
for some
But
people, it is a form of support. It's not a support they can't go out and shop for you.
But we're talking about what's your future going to be like in later years? Who's going to be there to take care of you if you're sick with cancer?
So we're talking
If
about
you need
physical
to-
support, not necessarily emotional support.
Absolutely, but emotional support is a part of that. So one of the things that we say do is make sure to develop your own family and do it intentionally to create trustworthy people in your life.
That's great advice.